Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Haven't put my watch on all day. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing this evening, this afternoon rather? I hope you've had a great day thus far. God is still sitting high and he's looking low. He's watching. He's watching. He's watching us. He's waiting for us to do something. He's waiting for us to do something that we need to do. And it's called pray. It's called pray. Get all the ugliness outside of us. And as you see, the title is during our time inside. What is it that we're doing? What are you doing while you're inside the quarantine? What is it that you're doing while you're quarantined? What is it that you're doing while you're quarantined? Now, some of us might take this as a game and it's just a free time, but guess what? God has us quarantined so you can get back to God. You can get back to your study time, your worship time, your praise time. You can get back to God. So instead of us just saying, "Oh, I don't have anything to do," why don't you pick up your prayer journal, pick up your pad, pick up your phone, and get it going your notes? I'm just being the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger, because I've and me myself, I personally have been reevaluating in more time with God, just getting into my word, getting into God, letting God download in me. And I'm not quarantined, but I use time such as this Saturday and yesterday I took off because just stuff is going on. So I took the day off on yesterday and I began to meditate. I began to talk to God. I began to let God download some things in me, because you got to stir up the gift that's in you, the positive things that you have on the inside of you. I came to tell you this afternoon, stop listening to negative stuff. Stop listening to people telling you the devil did it, the devil did this. And Apostle Curry reminded me when I was watching his live, he said, nowhere in the Bible did it say the devil had the power to put out a plague or epidemic. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that. So, and I ain't really come on here to tell that. I just came on here to tell everybody we need to pray. If you have stopped, get back to praying. If you think you praying, you're not praying enough, go to God and ask him when you need to pray. Do I need to pray this time? Do I need to pray that time? He'll give you some directions. And I tell you all the time, listen to his instructions and follow his direction. Listen to God's instructions and follow his direction. This is not a time to resist what God is telling you. It's a time for you to resist the devil, but it's not a time for you to resist the instructions and directions that God is giving you. God is giving us instructions in this season. This has happened for a reason, because we, the people of God, have gone so far to the left. He said, I need to get somebody's attention. I need to get them and let them know I'm still God. Ain't nobody down there walking God. I'm God. See? So we have to really understand what it is that we're doing. What it is that, why do we think that we quarantined? And let me tell you, since I'm talking about prayer, we have to pray for these people. Your national leaders, your county leaders, your state leaders, your city leaders, your supervisors at your place of employment. You got to pray for them. Get your mouth on them. Pray for them. Pray that God touches their heart. No, we don't like some of the things that happen, but guess what? It's not that ball is not in our court. We just have to pray for them, do what we know is right, what we know to do, as far as making sure we're safe. We're being cautious about what we're doing. We got to make sure that we are not holding any grudges. Something happened in the past. Baby, it's time to let it go, because life is too short. While you holding on to a grudge that you should have let go 15, 20 years ago, God said, God is telling you, that person, I don't know who I'm talking to, but he's telling you to let it go. You can't move to where I'm taking you until you let that garbage go. It's time for us to pray. Pray for everybody. Yeah, you're right. God is watching to see if we're going to be submissive. to him. It ain't about your employer. It ain't about where you live. It ain't about your parents, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, cousin 3 times removed. It's about you and your relationship. You got to get your relationship together. My question is, do you have it together? Is it together? And then somebody say, yeah, I'm going to have to beg your pardon, because none of us have it all sold up. We all have come short of the glory of God. But as long as we working to be one with God, come. And I heard somebody say, and I've been saying it for the past few days, this is not the time for us to scatter. It's the time for us to clench arms together, hold each other up, because this thing ain't no joke. Ain't nobody playing. It's not a joke. Hold each other up. Pray for one another. And on the Bible study group page, you all are welcome to come on and pray. Corporate prayer. God told me to do it, so that's what I did. Corporate prayer. You can pray and somebody else can pray. We just need to be praying. God gave me that idea, the creativity to have that platform, so anyone that wants to come on and pray, or right now we discussing prayer in the Moving Forward Bible Study group. We're discussing prayer. It's important that you pray. It's important that we all pray individually and collectively. It's important. Prayer, it's been past time, but right now, God is trying to get our attention. We need to be praying. We need to be praying for one another. We need to be praying for our leaders. That includes the president and vice president, the governors of your state, the mayors of your city, your place of employment. We just need to call their name in prayer. Call their name in prayer. Watch God change some things. It's not them, the unbelievers. It's the ones that's the believers that have forgotten all about prayer. You quarantine for a purpose. It's not just to sit there and watch TV all day. You can pray. Write in your journal to God. Tell him about it. But pray, we got to focus on prayer. We have to be ready to pray for one another. We have to. It's too much going on for us to forget about prayer. We got to pray for one another. We have to pray for one another. When I say I love you all, I don't take that word lightly. I love you. God has mandated me an assignment, and I'm going to get on here and encourage you and motivate you and tell you what he has told me to tell you. Now today, prayer has been all on me. Prayer, telling you to pray, has been all on me. I've done it a couple of times myself in my own house. Prayed before my daughter went to work. Prayed before I got on here. It's time for us to stop acting like prayer is just, something we do. Prayer should be part of your lifestyle. Just like you get up in the morning, get yourself ready. Prayer should be part of your lifestyle, not just okay, I forgot to pray. Let me go pray. It got to be part of your lifestyle. It has to be part of your lifestyle. God is waiting on us to humble ourselves and submit to him. Follow his instructions. Listen to his instructions and follow his directions. God will lead you to where it is that you're supposed to be going. God should be the head of your life. I'm not the head of my life. I see God on everything that I do. Did I used to do that? No, I thought I was big and bad enough to do what I wanted to do. So no, I didn't do that. But I've learned that I have to put him in the front, the middle, the end, all the way around me, because I want God to cover me. I want him to cover my family. I want him to protect us this time and any other time. But I want him to protect me, give me what I need to help my child, Give me what I need to show my parents, my mother, my aunts, my uncle. Give me what I need. Let me be the example, because you live within me, God. We need to stop acting like prayer is just fly by night. Make it a part of your lifestyle, because that's what it's supposed to be. It should be a part of your lifestyle, your prayer life. Increase it. Your prayer time, increase it. The time you spend with God, increase it. Mine, it can just be sitting here and just I break off into a hymn and me and God having us a good old time. I mean, he talking to me, I'm talking to him, and it's like, okay, I'm having a conversation just like I'm talking to y'all. I'm talking to God, and he gives me instruction. And believe it or not, once you begin to listen and understand, you will see your growth. You will see you want to pray more. You will see you want to help other people. You will see yourself wanting people to pray, just inviting people to join your corporate prayer. You would see that, because it's all about growth and understanding that life is not about you individually. We're supposed to be here for each other. Clench arms, arm in arm with one another. I just want to come on and tell you, if you're not praying, get to praying. Because you're not quarantined just to be quarantined. You're quarantined because God is trying to get our attention. God is trying to let us know he still is the man. He still is in control. He's still in control. So let's act like he's in control. Ask him to come down and just talk to me for a little while, God. Talk to me for just a minute, God. Because I want to be right. This for everybody, not just me. We should want to be right. We should want to live right. We should want to do right. Help us during this time, God, to grow closer and closer to you. Grow closer and closer to you. Help us. Help us learn during this time that we have to come closer to you and not run away from you. Because that's what we've done, y'all. We have turned our back on God, and he's still standing where you left. Because he's waiting for you to humble yourself and turn around and come back to him. You got to stay focused on God. Don't pay attention to the next shiny object. Oh, that sounds so good. The wagon that's making a whole lot of noise, but it ain't about nothing. Stop letting people do that to you. Stop doing that to yourself. It's time for us to get to praying. Make it part of your lifestyle. Make it part of your lifestyle. Once you start doing it, it's not going to do nothing but become a part of your lifestyle. Because you do something long enough, it becomes a habit. So let's get to praying. Make it become a habit in your life. And watch, you making it become a habit in your life, it'll become a habit in your children's life. It'll become a habit in your family's life. But you have to let them see you. Let them see you pray. Let them understand why we praying. I want my relationship with God to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And you have to have some communication. You have to sit down, be still, learn to be still, and listen to God. That's really all I had today, y'all. That's really all I had right now. Y'all be blessed. I love you. I love you. I love you. If y'all need me, y'all give me a call. You can inbox me, call me if you know the number. I'm really full because all that's going on, and we have to be cautious. Be careful, cautious. Keep God in everything that you do. Pray about it always. Pray about your life. Pray about when you go outside your house. Cover yourself. Be cautious. Be careful. And be watchful. You got to watch. You got to be careful and watch. Y'all be blessed. Love you, love you, love you. We'll talk later. Y'all be blessed. Have a good evening and a good night. Be blessed.